Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. Yesterday I went to my local flea market and picked up a few things. First table had a bunch of miscellaneous items and I spotted this silver plated little bonbon dish. Usually I don't touch silver plate, but it was well done. Nice shape, and it's marked. Forbes Silver Company, and they end up being part of International Silver Company or Corporation or something like that. But it was only for $1, and it's a nice shape, and I think it's worth probably like $10–15. Funny thing was, one of the other dealers that I always check out, I showed him the dish and he goes, "Oh yeah, I noticed that at the front near the entrance," and he was thinking about buying it, and he actually thought the price tag said $10, and he was sort of debating whether to get it. And I said, no, it was $1. So I guess he was kicking himself after that. But I was sort of hesitating, if I should trade this with him for the few silver coins he had in his display case. But they weren't the greatest of coins. I think there was some British 50% silver sixpence and some French silver franc, but it was damaged. So I thought, I'll hold on to it for now. So $1 for this. And I also picked up these three items. First of all, this was full of plastic army figures, like those little toys. But I thought it was cool. I mean, someone put a lot of work into this, and it was in some sort of auction at one time because it says silent auction number 22. And there's a little bit of information in there. So it looks like some sort of vintage huge enamelware cup or mug or something like that. So huge. And someone did some bead work on it. Reminds me of like Native American type of beadwork, but a lot of work. So I also got from the same vendor a case pocket knife, fairly good condition. I think it's like called Peanut model or something like that, or XX. And also a huge piece of quartz crystal. Pretty neat. So I got these three items for $25. So the knife, I think it's worth about what, maybe $40. This crystal, maybe about 25, 30. And this, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I'll put on Craigslist and offer it for $50 or best offer. But I heard somewhere, they say if you see something that you've never seen before and it's a unique item, to go for it, pick it up. So it's not the usual thing I use that I look for, but it is sort of funky. And last but not least, one of the vendors had like a container full of souvenir spoons. So of course, me being the silver spoon picker, I went through them all, and there was only about maybe 10 spoons in there, and I picked out 5 originally, and the seller wanted $5 each. I go, oh no, I told her I usually pay about $1 each when I look for them. And then she said, okay, how about $2 each? So at $2 each, these all have like some sort of European maker's marks. So I guess that's why people pass them by, because it wasn't obvious with the word sterling or 925 on it. So 2 are from the Netherlands and 1 is from Russia, I think. The other 2 were also from the Netherlands, but because it had a marking I didn't recognize, it was like a sword, and on the bottom in the bowl it had AP on it. So what worried me is, for $2 each, AP could stand for alpaca, or I think it was AL. Sorry, AL on it. So alpaca means like a type of, fake silver, some sort of alloy with no silver in it. I guess it's like German silver or nickel silver. Well, anyways, I bypassed those and I said, hey, how about these three for $5? So basically like $1.65 each. So the lady said, okay. And when I went home, I realized, I did some research and I realized the two spoons that I did not get, the mint marks, or not mint marks, but the silver marks for the Netherlands, if there's like a little sword, that basically means that it's at least 83.5% silver. So next time I go back there, I will definitely pick those two up, and maybe she'll give them to me for like, two for $3 or something. She's pretty reasonable. But I'll show you the spoons. So this one, I think it's Russian. And yeah, there's some sort of mark right here that looks like AH3. So it might be Cyrillic. And because why would they bother counter stamping it by hand? You see the flattened area here. If it's only stainless steel, or not stainless steel, what am I talking about? Like silver plated. I didn't find any other marks on the back, but it looks like it was hammered out or cast. Yeah, like there's a little mark right here. And then these two other ones, I think this one was like 8 grams, this one as well, and this one was something like 10 or 11. But this one has the best marks. So it says Alkmaar, which I believe is a place in the Netherlands. And it looks like someone tested it before. There's just that little mark here. But there's some markings here, like a line passant, an assayer's mark, like it looks like a head, or a like a face. And the third one says C. So C, I believe, is the date code. And here it's probably a maker's mark. Oh, HH. Yeah, maker's mark. And this one with a cute little, what do you call it, windmill, has a mark here, but I couldn't find anything about it. I think it said like JSM or something, like J star SM. But it looks like silver. Anyways, here are my finds. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.